Okay, the second episode and the second game. To be fair, I'm playing this game right after the first episode, the first game I played, because I'm a little bit frustrated. I just wanted to record one game, but yeah, for you guys, I don't really want to spoil anything for you guys who haven't seen the first episode, but it was quite brutal. I'm not gonna lie, but for sure check it out. It was a very interesting game. But yeah, okay, let's see. Again, my opponent is maybe allowing again a fried liver, which I'm not sure if I want to go into that. I mean, it's a little bit boring playing the same stuff every time, but he allows it. I will actually go for it. He might not allow the same. Yeah, he doesn't allow the same kind of opening as last time, because now I can actually play my line, which I really like, which is Queen F3 here, pinning the pawn. Okay, now I have to not embarrass myself. That's basically the point, because I made a video on this explaining why this move is such a nice move. There are threats anyway. This pawn is pinned two ways, like this pawn is pinned to the king and also pinned to the rook. Now taking the bishop is actually a move. Okay, it doesn't play it. Okay, so I know. Okay, no, okay. This is actually one of the best moves as well, which I didn't really look into in the video I made and in general, I guess. But I know, okay, I know I can take here. I can take back, I win the pawn. I'm up 2 pawns there. But it's very risky. I know black is actually better in that line, but I guess I will go for it. Why not? I guess he has to prove it then. And I'm not like losing in any sense. I'm just, well, I'm not better, that's for sure. I guess I can go back. Because black is so much up in development. My queen is kind of out there, but I guess my development is also quite easy. Because first of all, I can castle, which is always nice. In the last game, okay, I'm spoiling a lot about the last game, so make sure to check it out if you haven't seen it already. Because I might reveal some other things that happened in that game. But in the last game, my king got kind of stuck in the center, which was not pleasant. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, he goes there. He's going to harass my queen. So I guess I have to find kind of a safe place for it. Kind of like this move. Although it allows this. Rook to b8. Yeah, this is kind of the, I guess, problem with the opening. I can maybe even try and trade queens, although doubling my pawns here also doesn't look great. I can also go maybe queen g3 to also attack the pawn. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, and there's not really a way. Okay, he can attack my queen, but then I will take the pawn. Okay, I guess. Okay, wait. It's already very risky because I'm so like down on development that every mistake I make can be fatal. But I guess this is a reasonable move. Although, okay. Wow, he plays it immediately. Ah, he wins my knight actually, which I missed. No, but wait, I can just take the bishop now. Yeah, I mean, he can take, but then I take the knight. So I guess I'm just up on a bunch of material, which actually I don't really like because I want a competitive game. Now, okay, I still have to convert it, which is easier said than done. I guess I have to move my knight. I can also play maybe h4 to protect the knight. Or even, okay, wait, not f4, of course. I have to be careful about some checks maybe in the future. I guess I will go here, blockade the pawn. And I'm looking to play maybe d3 and attack his knight. I will go over this opening and this line in the analysis of this game, because it's okay. Whew, okay, I have to focus. I'm just blundering now. Yeah, this isn't great. I guess I still make the game interesting now, but I didn't really want to. I guess I have to drop back all the way here, maybe. Well, I guess I can also go to f3 again. I guess I will do that. I completely missed that. It's interesting because I also want to, you know, show like a decent level of chess. I made some TikToks on some like highlights of my games. I usually play like Blitz in my kind of normal games for content, for like shorts and TikToks and stuff like that. And like people are roasting me all the time, like how is this guy 1400 Blitz and stuff like that. So I want to achieve also like a decent level of chess. Okay, let's see. I guess his idea is maybe to go queen to g5 and go for checkmate. But I guess for now I can play just d3. And attack his knight, basically. I'll have to be careful, because takes... But I always have checks, which is important. Even if he goes queen g5, I might... Okay, I don't have the check, of course, now, because the knight defends the square. He will go for it, but now I can take. First of all, to prevent any checkmate. Yeah, now I saw check and take the bishop. And I don't think my opponent has anything too dangerous here. Okay. I can also take the rook, actually. Which might even be better. Yeah, that for sure is better, I guess. Whew. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this game. Although there's still some pressure here, which is annoying, but it should be fine. He has to be careful as well, because if he blocks, for example, with the rook, I can still check and win the bishop. Or if he goes king f7, but I doubt he will do that. He will just resign. Okay. Whew. Okay, I will go through the opening. First of all, and I might play a second game as well this episode, because it was quite a short game. Let's see. Let's first analyze for a bit. Okay, the opening was of course quite interesting. Again, if you want to see like a more detailed, I guess I'm going in detail in this line specifically, but if you want to see a more detailed kind of explanation about this opening, make sure to check out the video I made on it. I will leave a link in the description. Because yeah. Okay, I quickly changed the layout a little bit so you guys can see the computer lines here as well on the top right corner. But yeah, because yeah, of course now the computer says that rook b8 is the best move, which I discussed in the video I made on it. But if you look at the computer, it actually says that bishop e7 is also, it is changing a little bit. Even taking the bishop now shows up as the best move, but bishop e7 is one of the top moves as well. And here I know you're not supposed to take the, you're not supposed to actually take the pawn, but actually to drop back all the way to d3, which is kind of a weird place as well, because you're blocking your own pawn, essentially. But I took, because I knew, at least if I take, it isn't a devastating move. Like, now I'm worse, but it isn't like I'm losing. But I'm just like down in development. My queen is quite awkward, which my opponent actually exploited pretty well. Castling is actually a mistake, which is surprising. But yeah, okay. That's actually okay. So yeah, castling is the best move for black. Although again, it doesn't say it's the best move. I guess rook c8 also makes sense, but then I would probably play like c3. But yeah. Castling for me is also the best move. It's interesting because the computer says it's a mistake, but if you look at the top right, it's the best move. So, okay. The computer also doesn't really know like what's going on here. This move made sense, but here he blundered, yeah. I was first of all thinking about just taking the pawn, but I can of course just take the bishop. Not much better, but I immediately made a mistake. But yeah, even here I'm just much better because I can take, and I saw the check. I even looked at this check, of course. I could have actually thrown in the check, although now he might have been able to. Oh wait, he cannot of course wait. Yeah, he's losing the rook anyways, or the bishop. So from this point on, I'm just much better. And he resigned in this position when I took the rook. It's actually a little bit unfortunate because I was hoping to get a more competitive game after I took the pawn in the opening, because I knew like taking the pawn, it would be a really imbalanced game in which I have 2 pawns of extra material, but he is like a lead in development, which is of course always a really interesting kind of combination of sides in play. But he kind of messed it up immediately afterwards. Although the first couple of moves he made were not bad. Even this I don't think is like a horrible move. But yeah, here I guess maybe even like h5. Something like that made more sense. Although on h3, okay. Computer now gives me an advantage, which is always like the positive thing about if you're up material against someone who has lead in development. If you can consolidate, you're often much better, which is why I go into this line for sure at this level, because I know people in 1600 range, like myself, we make mistakes all the time. So yeah, but that was a fun game anyways. It was nice to actually play the opening.